flamingos while he vacationed in Florida. We had hoped he would heed the warning, however, things just seemed to get worse. There were cross-dressing incidents and men engaged in male stripping for all who would watch. We don't know what's going on here. Is there some male stripping to be had too? Yes, a little bit of male stripping going on there. After that, we planned a nice neighborhood activity, a camping trip to Danforth Bay. Everyone arrived Friday afternoon. We set up camp, we socialized, we ate dinner, and then we settled in as darkness fell. It was lovely. All was peaceful until, shortly after 10 p.m., the posted quiet time in the campground, a Thomson lawn care truck came speeding and rattling into the campground, following a flatbed trailer. Apparently, the family had packed for the trip by loosely throwing all their belongings onto the flatbed trailer and covering it with a big blue tarp. They looked just like the Beverly Hillbillies. All that was missing was Granny in her rocking chair. They pulled up to their appointed campsite and plugged in the large LED work lights, flooding the entire campground in what appeared to be bright daylight. Children who had been put to bed earlier woke up thinking it was morning. Doug began to very loudly bark orders at his family. Strangely enough, in their haphazard packing, they had parts of one tent and some random tent poles from another tent, making setup very interesting. The noise went on and on and on until eventually a ramshackle campsite came together. The following night, the camp ranger came around and asked us to extinguish our campfires at 11 p.m. in accordance to the campground rules. We, of course, did this and went to bed. Doug, believing that all rules should be broken, went around relighting all the fires. The ranger returned and angrily demanded all fires be extinguished or we'd be asked to leave. Doug's fire, of course, was not burning at his campsite. We no longer camped with Doug. A serious grievance I have against the Thomson family is their unwillingness to reduce, reuse, or recycle. I'll say it again. The Thomson family is unwilling to reduce, reuse, or recycle. Before the pay-as-you-throw program in Concord, Doug used to put out mass quantities of trash each and every week. Both household trash and construction trash, of course, because they put 23 additions on their home. Each Friday I would meet up with him as I placed my one neat and tidy bag at the curb. He would make repeated trips with overflowing trash cans to his curb. I once mentioned his wasteful habits to him, and I was ridiculed. The following week, he began placing half of his trash at my curb, making me look wasteful. Now it gets worse. One Friday, I caught him placing heavy, oil-dripping bags at my curb, and I confronted him about the contents of these bags. He rudely laughed and mocked me. 1 week later, I received a letter from the state of New Hampshire Environmental Services warning me of a serious RSA code violation for disposing hazardous waste. I was livid. Me, the queen of reduce, reuse, and recycle. I need to take a moment. I angrily called the state of New Hampshire and asked for the person who signed the letter. I was told that no such person worked in that department. In fact, they questioned the authenticity of the letter. And they suggested possible fraud. I quickly hung up. realizing something or someone was rotten, and it was not the trash. I had been had by Doug Thomson. To this day, the Thomsons, you need to know this. So be serious, be quiet.
Carolyn, thank you. Where's Carolyn? Thank you for inviting me. And all of us, really. Everybody did a fantastic job. Puts us under a lot of pressure. Great job, Mark. Well done. And Carolyn called me to do this a couple months ago. It's like, I don't know if I want to do it, but she kind of bribed me with some free landscaping. And I actually took her up on it. No surprise there. But, you know, last fall, Doug, I asked Doug to come over and help me do a little pruning of my bushes and shrubs out front in my front yard. If anybody's driven by lately, it was a clear-cut mission. Well, it didn't go over so well. It didn't go over so well, actually, but thank you for the free landscaping.
You still in the doghouse?
It's not anymore. Not anymore. Thank you very much. But again, thank you very much. Has everybody heard of the doghouse? No. Well, we started the doghouse a few years ago. We were having a birthday party at St. Patty's. We were actually having a St. Patty's party. It just happened to be a birthday party for one of our friends, the Grover.
Lucky.
There he is. Grover, you want to stand up, take a bow?
Real quick, I was 30 at the time, right? Good God. Anyway, I was 30 years old. Where's Carolyn? Mary Mac. Anyway, good job, everybody. Dave's going to continue the story, but this is kind of relating to my 40th birthday party.
So anyhow, Dougie said, let's do something for the Grover. Let's try to find him a midget stripper. I think he called me and Eric Redline every day for like 2 months. I tried hard, it's like, no, we're never going to find a midget stripper. Let's try to find a transvestite. And again, think we're going to find one of those guys? No. And then maybe let's find an obese stripper. We never found one of them either. But anyhow, the doghouse was kind of created from that, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that story in a minute. But in the meantime, let's unveil the doghouse because it's been altered a little bit. It's a new front, ladies and gentlemen. So anyhow, like we said earlier, we looked hard, we looked long, we looked in Massachusetts, we looked everywhere for a midget stripper. And when we knew this was coming up, we started looking again for a midget stripper. And we actually found one. So ladies and gentlemen, introducing Bridget the Midget Stripper. Love that giggle. little bit more. We actually found the stripper that day for Mr. Groper. And she happened to be gap-toothed.
In all the right
She wasn't all that pretty. But anyhow, Dougie hired